as mixtape DJs, everybody knew we would get money. And they knew that we would get the bulk of our money off of unreleased tracks. So a lot of people who worked in studios, a lot of people who were on the road with artists, whether it be assistants or, management team, staff, whatever it was, they would get a hold of these exclusive tracks from these artists, and they would call the mixtape DJs, and they would say, hey, I got 4 brand new songs from so-and-so, give me $2,500 or give me $5,000 if you want these songs. And it didn't hurt our pockets at all, because we would use the music and sell a ton of mixtapes. Then we would turn around and sell those tracks to other DJs, and they would just change up the name on the song, and they would turn around and so it would never hurt us to pay up to $1,000 per song. But the Lil Wayne songs, because he was so hot at the time, those songs were extremely expensive, but they had the highest return on your investment.
Right.
So people in Wayne's camp used to call DJs all the time and leak out tracks, especially because Wayne used to record in so many different studios and so many different places, and he would record so much music, it's easy to put it out there and it go undetected.
Right.
Plus, we never knew like the real names of the songs. So if anybody from that Cash Money camp was looking for certain songs on the internet or on mixtapes, we would change the name anyway. A lot of times they didn't even know the names of the songs. So Wayne songs were a hot commodity. You could get top dollar for them. We would pay top dollar for them. And eventually, I guess Wayne started getting frustrated because he was working on the Carter 3 and he could never put it out because the tracks kept leaking.
So the song was actually from the Carter 3?
Yes, a lot of songs that came out. A lot of these mixtapes that were out at the time were official songs from the Carter 3. And it kept pushing his album back and pushing his album back and pushing his album back. I think he did an interview, and just out of pure frustration, he went on a rant saying, fuck mixtape DJs, fuck them all, this, that, and other, yada, yada. And he went on the radio again. Somebody gave him a chance to clear it up, but he ended up doubling down on that statement. Nah, fuck them, this, that, and other. They can suck my dick if they mad about what I said, yada, yada, yada. So at that point in time, all of us were in an uproar, because when Wayne was having his issues with Cash Money, he came to the mixtape circuit to stay hot.
Right. When
Baby was sitting on him the first time, and Juvie and BG, everybody leaving, and Wayne was the only one there, and then him and Baby fell out, and he couldn't do anything. That's when he started doing them squad up mixtapes.
Mm-hmm.
We saved the boy career. Mixtapes and mixtape DJs saved his career, kept him hot, kept him relevant. So a lot of us just really felt attacked. We felt betrayed. You know what I'm saying? We really felt like, a lot of these artists are popping right now because of us. It's just utter disrespect. We had conference calls about it. We went all the chat rooms talking crazy. And I'm sitting here like, everybody's talking, ain't nobody doing anything about it. So I ended up getting my hands on the official release of the Carter 3. A lot of us did. It wasn't like I just so happened to have something that was special to me.
Right.
A lot of people in the industry had that album, but it was only available to us, because back then they used to send out the albums early for reviews. Whether you worked at a magazine or you were at a media outlet. If you worked at a radio station, you worked at a record store, they would send albums out so that we could hear it, we could review it, and then when people came in to either buy albums, we could give them a honest opinion on whether or not they should buy it or not. Remember 5 mics in the source was like
big.
That was big, and so a lot of times you would have to get people's albums to these writers 2-3 months early. So I had the album super early, but it wasn't until he really, really made them crazy comments and then doubled down on them, and we was just all trying to figure out what are we gonna do, because he making us all look crazy right now. And I said to myself, man, fuck it, I'm gonna leak the album. And I talked to a few people about it, and they was like, bro, do not do that shit. That's gonna be the end of your career, bro. Don't do it. don't do it. And I slept on it, and I thought about it, and I went to sleep. I woke up probably like 2-3 in the morning. I said, man, fuck Wayne, fuck Cash Money, fuck all of them. I'm leaking this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like this nigga needs to be taught a real lesson in humbleness. Because remember, at that point in time, he was wilding on everybody. Right. Wayne was going crazy on everybody. Like, bro, you needed to be humbled. And I was like, I'm gonna take it upon myself to do it. And man, like I said, it was probably about 3 in the morning. I leaked the album. I went back to sleep. And when I woke up, probably around about 10 a.m., boy, I had about 50 missed calls. I had a ton of emails. People was DMing me on Twitter. The labels were mad. The overall music community was mad. Everybody was hot. Like, I thought I was gonna be celebrated. I thought people was gonna love me for it. Man, they were hot, bro. But I will say this: the people who were solid, the people who were real, you know, they understood why I did it. They knew why I did it. It definitely got the label's attention. It got Wayne's attention. It got Baby attention. Man, it spread like wildfire. Like, I was on BET, MTV, Newsweek, the New York Times. Everybody's calling me for statements. Everybody's calling me to do interviews. Everybody's talking about it. It's in The Source. It's in XXL. It's in Ebony Magazine. It's in Jet Magazine. It's in Vibe. Man, I'm talking about, I did like a whole press run on it. I was doing radio interviews and everything. And shortly thereafter, Wayne apologized.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? Shortly thereafter, he apologized to DJs. And then he ended up doing another mixtape with Drama, if I'm not mistaken, right after that. I think that was to sort of smooth it all out. But the album came out. The album did 1 million copies in the first